Good evening, everybody. I'm back. I'm your host, Jack Remington of Quintessence Productions, LLC. Sorry I wasn't here last week. I had to go to a funeral of somebody that I knew for over 50 years. One of my elementary school childhood friends from Baltimore City, Maryland. I'm sorry I wasn't here. I'm here now. Last week I didn't do too good. I had another 1 win, 4 loss week. I'm not going to explain it. The last 3 weeks I've gone 3 wins, 11 losses and 1 tie. It's not good. It's not even 300 ball. That gets turned around this week. We're just going to play the good teams versus the bad teams. We're just going to pound a couple favorites. As you can look at the board, the favorites has been pounding the underdogs. Week 10, only 3 underdogs covered. 9 favorites pounded them in 1 push. So the Cleveland-Buffalo Bill game was a push. The people that bet early got Buffalo with 3.5. When they put the early look-ahead line out, they were the winners. Everybody else got a push. The line never leaked down to 2.5 like I was hoping it would. Long story short, let's go over the games this week and see if we can get 5 winners. The very first 2 teams we're taking this week, we're taking 2 favorites. I'm not doing too good with the favorites either. I'm 4 wins and 3 losses with favorites. And we're going to take the Oakland Raiders -3. They're at the New York Jets. And all of a sudden the Jets think there's something. Well, they're going to get re-exposed back to what they really are. I think John Gruden is a better coach. I think John Gruden knows he's got a playoff push here. He's trying to get that wild card spot. They got another game with Kansas City coming up. You would think they're looking ahead to that. No, the Raiders are tasting some blood here. Their defense is still kind of a little shaky, but their offense is actually starting to click. And their offense is actually not bad. And I've been saying it all year long that the Raiders have turned it around. And we're going to take the Oakland Raiders -3 as a favorite. And I'm going to put the Jets back in their place and make them see some ghosts. The second game, we're taking a home favorite, laying some big wood. We're taking the New Orleans Saints -9.5. They're hosting the Carolina Panthers. The Carolina Panthers got pounded at home by the resurgent Atlanta Falcons. No one saw that game coming. When Atlanta was a 13.5-point dog at New Orleans, and they just look like the world beaters. They look better than the Chicago Bears of 1985 fame. They were limited Drew Brees to 3 field goals. I mean, that team played lights out ball. That was their Super Bowl. Cam Newton's not playing. I think the Saints, they're the best team in football against the spread, and they're going to pound these Carolina Panthers. It's a rivalry. They played them close the last few years. Carolina's actually beat them a couple times. They're aware of that. Sean Payton's going to get the team ready to play. I think they're going to just put the lights out. They need to eliminate this Carolina team from any kind of contention in case Cam Newton does come back. A little futuristic thinking here, and Sean Payton's that kind of a coach. You can put the nail on the coffin in the Carolina Panthers, and that's going to be it. There's some the Saints. The Saints keep right on marching in, and they're home. They're going to put on another show for their home team, their home crowd. They got 3 great teams chasing them. They got the Green Bay Packers, only got 2 losses. The 49ers only got 1 loss. And Minnesota's hiding in the background somewhere too. I mean, don't count them out. They got Seattle Seahawks, only 2 losses. You got 4 great teams chasing the Saints for that top seed. And as of right now, the 49ers have it, but you know what? That could change. So the Saints are fighting for the top spot. Drew Brees is back. They got the running game going again. They got that Kamala running back coming back. Almost a Kamala Harris, sorry. Don't laugh at me. Anyway, I'm going to do a political video pretty soon. We're going to do it tomorrow? All right, we're going to do it tomorrow. Game number 3. We're going to take a real high flyer here. We're going to take the Washington Redskins at home, +3.5. They're hosting the wounded Detroit Lions. I read a little blurb on one of the blogs. If Detroit loses this game, which I think they will, they cannot win the division. They'll be eliminated from winning the division. And depending on there's 6 other teams in the NFC conference. If 5 out of the 6 teams win this weekend, they can't even get the wild card. So Detroit had a great start. They looked like they were going to challenge for the Super Bowl. They were that good. And now Matthew Stafford is out, and we don't know when he's coming back. May not come back the rest of the year. I just think that the Redskins, this is a chance for them to put on a good game. And their defense is actually giving up less points than Detroit has, too. Their defense is ranked number 25th versus Detroit's number 29th. 80% of the tickets are coming in on the Detroit Lions. 80%. I'll take a shot here with the 20%. and no one's counting Redskins to do anything. You've only won one game all year long, and you're lucky to win that. It could have ended a tie. The Dolphins went for a 2-point conversion and missed it. Okay, game number 4, one got some grief about. We're going to take the Dallas Cowboys plus 6.5 at New England Patriots. I know I've gone against Tom Brady again. I went against him a couple weeks ago, and I took Philly. I got my head handed to me. New England doesn't have his top receiver, Sanu. That could put so much pressure on Edelman. And Edelman, as good as he is, he can't stretch the defense that good. Edelman is fantastic for short and intermediate, but long range, Sanu was the man. So, and he's out. They lost the offensive tackle. They're out. They got kicking problems again. And their defense is starting to show some leaks in the armor here. The ship is sinking a little bit. Now the New England's got to play some teams that can move the ball. They're starting to get exploited. Although their pass rush is still actually better than what it used to be for years. I mean, this is one area that Bill Belichick has actually excelled in, is getting that good pass rush going. And as long as they got a pass rush, the New England Patriots is still a favorite to win the Super Bowl. I know they got their heads handed to them by Baltimore a couple weeks ago, but that's okay. That's just one game. That was their first loss. I don't think the Cowboys are going to win the game. I'm picking them to cover. I'm picking New England to win the game, but the Cowboys to cover. You know, I'm just going to throw that score out to you fellas out there. I'm going to say New England Patriots 27, Dallas Cowboys 24. So New England fans are happy to win the game, and I'm happy we can get a cover, get a win. And game number 5, this is a game that I'm going to watch with pleasure. This is not only a game to pick against for the contest, this is a game that you can have fun with, and it's the game we're going to discuss is the Los Angeles Rams hosting the Baltimore Ravens. Imagine that. The Ravens are favored by 3. 82% of the tickets are coming in on the Baltimore Ravens. Well, they've only lost 2 games all year. They lost 2 in a row. They lost to Kansas City the first time, and the very next week they went back to home. They went home to play the Cleveland Browns, and Cleveland just handed the head to them. Well, I think the Rams are better than Cleveland by a long shot. I think the Rams defense is going to step up, and Lamar Jackson is going to get a little bit. He's going to get a little bit contained. Lamar Jackson is great. He really is great. But I think Jared Goff is great too. And the second half of last week's game against the Bears, a good defense, they opened it up. They had a touchdown called back on some kind of penalty that I didn't see. And the very next play, Jared Goff said, "Yeah, watch this," and threw a bigger bomb, and he still scored on the very next play. And they handed the ball to Todd Gurley. He ran all over in the first half. Well, they're going to hand the ball to Todd Gurley the first half here too. And I think the Ravens' defense is not that good. I'm looking for the Rams for a big upset here. Matter of fact, I'm looking at Rams in a runaway game here. So I'm going to give you a score. I'm just going to throw out a score here. I'm going to give you the Rams 41, Ravens 23. How's that for a score? Just to recap, we're going to take the Raiders -3. They're at the New York Jets. And the second favorite, we're taking the home favorite, New Orleans Saints, -9.5 hosting Carolina. Home underdog, Washington Redskins, +3.5. They're hosting the Detroit Lions. We're taking a road dog, Dallas Cowboys +6.5 at New England Patriots. I know I should have my head examined going against Tom Brady. Every time I've done it, I've lost. The last game, another home dog. But what a home dog to have. The Los Angeles Rams +3. I actually think the wrong team is favored here. My numbers, we had the Rams favored by 1.5. So we're getting the wrong team that should have been favored. We're getting points with them. And yes, I know the Ravens are great. The Ravens are hot, and they've steamrolled and covered the last 5 games. I understand all that. But the Ravens defense, John Harbaugh is a very good, experienced coach. He masked their weaknesses with this great offense. Well, now they're facing Wade Phillips on defensive coordinator. Wade Phillips is defensive coordinator for the Los Angeles Rams, and he's kind of helping the young Sean McVay along a little bit here. He's twice his age. Wade Phillips has been in football before Sean McVay was even born. I think that Wade Phillips has seen them all. He's had the defense Michael Vick. He's had the defense Cordell Stewart. He's had the defense a lot of these running quarterbacks. And he's going to have a good game plan to try to. He knows he can't stop Lamar Jackson, but he can contain him. And that's what we're looking at here. So I'm going to thank everybody for sticking with me. So we're going to bounce back this week, and I've given a lot of study. I've given a lot of thoughts. I've really worked hard this week, and this is what I came up with. We're just going to hope for the best. It's always a great day to be an American. Enjoy the games. Entertainment only. Stay within your means. And good luck. Enjoy the games. And happy Thanksgiving. Thank you.